Welcome on a Monday to your review of practice 3. You should have already completed this, but I'm going to go through it with you so you make sure you had all the right answers. We're looking here, making sure that we're noticing what our each tick mark means. We have a 1 liter and a 2 liter, and the directions are telling us that the volume of the water should be written like this, 1 liter spelled out, or 1 with a capital L standing for liter here. So we're looking at this box, or this lovely container. The volume of water equals, you should have said 2 liters or 2 liter. All right, looking at this block here, we have it measured with a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, and a 5 liter. We're seeing clearly that the water line is marked right here at the 4. And here you may have noticed that you have this other line back here. That's the back part of the container, so don't be confused by that. The dark line across the front of the container is where you're measuring. So here you're measuring right here at this 4 line, and that's showing you the volume of water is 4 liters or 4L for liters. That's what the first page should look like. Check that yours looks like mine, and I'm going to turn mine over. Bear with me for a moment because I need another piece of tape. And we're coming back up here with page 2. Find the volume of the water in each container. We have this one. Again, we're needing to look at our tick marks. This is 5, so we're going to have to figure out each tick mark is worth something else. Let's see if we can count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so 6, 7, 8. That would be 8 liters there you should have had. The volume of water is 8 liters, L-I-T-E-R-S, or 8L. Nice job. We're moving on to this next bucket. We again have a 10 and a 5. Again, we're looking right here at where it crosses the line, the dark side of the water. This is where it goes across the back side of the container. So we're looking at where it crosses the front side where the measuring stick is. Again, if each tick mark is 1, we have 1, 2, 3 liters. So this should be 3 liters or 3L. Looking at number 5 here. Now these tick marks are going to look a little different. This measuring line, we're going to have to calculate. If we count by ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, does that work? No. But if we count by ones, 1, oh, we just did that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Does that work? Yes. Don't get dizzy on me. So this should be 2, 4, 6, 8 liters where it crosses this dark part of the water line. So that would be 8 liters. Pardon me while I write. And 8L. Check that yours looks like mine. And then we're looking at the last one on the page, number 6. We're going all the way up to 20 liters, and we have 10 here. So you're trying to think, what would these longer lines be? If you said 5, you're right in. 5, 10, 15, 20. So that means each one of the little bitty tick marks is probably 1. Let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, so if we're up here, 10, we're up here to 15, counting by ones then, we should have 16, 17, 18 to hit that line. So here we have 18 liters or 18 capital L. Check that yours looks like mine. Nicely done. We're moving on to page 3, I think. Should look like this. Teapots and milk cans and pails, very exciting. All right, we're looking at, here's going to tell us the number of liters that we have that this is equal to. This milk thing, Dad pours how many liters of milk for the family? Well, if he pours all of this out of the milk can, he's pouring 1 liter plus 1 liter. So clearly that is 2 liters. Oops, we don't have to put our liter there because notice it's right here. So we can just put the number 2 there. Mrs. Lecce wrote when she didn't need to. Shocking. Number 8, we have a teapot. Who likes to have tea? I like tea. Only 1 cup. Mother makes blank liter of tea for a tea party. Ooh, let's have a tea party. That sounds like fun. So she only poured this much, so she poured 1 liter of tea for the tea party. Now, we have a bucket here. Marcus, he's adventurous, and he uses blank liters of water to wash the floor. Well, here, each one of these is worth 2 liters, so we're going to count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So we have 12 liters to wash the floor. Pretty nice. All right, our last page, if you'll turn over to the last page with me, we have some apple juice, orange juice, and grape juice, not in that order. And we're looking at these here. Susan uses these volumes of juice to make fruit punch. Write the volume of each juice. Well, we're looking really closely here at our tick marks because the lower dark line is where it hits our measuring stick here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that work? It does. So the orange juice is worth 2 liters. The grape juice crosses over at the 1 liter mark. That's 1. The apple juice crosses over at the 1, 2, 3 mark. We have 3 liters for the apple juice. So you should have 2, 1, and 3 in those blanks. Number 11 says the volume of blank juice is more than the volume of the orange juice. So which one's more than the orange? Well, if this is 2, clearly it's going to be the apple juice. So you should have written apple in that line right there. Number 12, Susan used blank liters more apple juice than orange juice. So we're looking at the apple juice and the orange juice. How much more apple juice did she use? Oh, I misread. I bet you all had your hand up and saying, may I please correct you, Mrs. Lecce? It is grape juice and apple juice. Good catch, students. See, you're scholars even at home. I love that about you. So if we're just looking at apple and grape, how much more apple than grape is there? If there's 3 here and 1 here, this should be 2. If Mrs. Lecce's paying attention. You were probably already paying attention. Susan used blank liter less orange juice than apple juice. So we're looking at orange and apple. How much less orange than apple do we have? Well, 3 minus 2 would give us 1. If we were to order the volumes of the juices from the least to the greatest in liters, this tells you you're not looking for orange juice, apple juice, grape juice. You're looking for the volumes in liters. And so you should be answering that. The least was 1, then 2, then 3. But does that make sense? You could do it that way. I would accept that. Or you could order them as grape as the least with 1. You could put 1 liter. And then you could put orange as 2 liters. And then you could put apple as 3 liters. Whichever way you did it, I will accept. If you wrote the grape, the orange, and the apple, great. If you wrote the liters, and the liters, great. I love that you can put them in order. Well done. You can fill yourself up with a fresh glass of apple juice right now. Go to the fridge, ready, set, go.